The Minnesota Twins have been very, very disappointing, and probably the most disappointing Major League Baseball team to start the 2021 Major League Baseball season. They currently have a 22-32 record and fifth in the AL Central right now. They are really not in a good spot. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about what the disappointing Minnesota Twins should do at the 2021 Major League Baseball trade deadline, because it's very interesting. There have been some rumors coming out about the Twins possibly being sellers, Jose Barrios possibly to the Blue Jays. There's been a lot of different rumors coming out about this team as they've been disappointing so far this season. So I'm going to talk about what I think they should do at the 2021 Major League Baseball trade deadline. But before I get into this video, 88% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed, so get your life together. Hit that subscribe button, turn notifications, and leave a like on this video. Subscribe, turn notifications, and leave a like, and let's go ahead and get into this video. So, with the Twins here. So this season, like I said, has been a big disappointment. They just placed Mitch Garver on the 10-day IL, which is not good at all for them. But yeah, so for the Twins, we know that their hitting's good. Their hitting's good. You've got Josh Donaldson, Jorge Polanco, Nelson Cruz, Miguel Sano, Andrelton Simmons. I know there have been some rumors as well suggesting that maybe they do trade Nelson Cruz. But the hitting is no problem for this team. What is wrong with this team is the pitching. Their pitching's been horrible this year. Jose Barrios has never lived up to that potential. Kenta Maeda is on the injured list with a strained groin. I mean, they just do not have good pitching at all. They've got some injuries as well. Byron Buxton's on the IL. Luis Arias is on the IL. Jake Cave, Max Kepler, Mitch Garver, like I said. They've got a lot of injuries too, which can be a bit of an excuse there. But still, Rocco Baldelli, I know a lot of people will come for him. But here's their playoff odds. 1.2 to make the postseason right now and 0.1 to win the World Series. Rocco Baldelli, I don't think, is a bad manager, nor do I think he's a great manager. I think that he has done a solid job with this Minnesota Twins team in the regular season, not the postseason. I don't think he's done much of anything good for them in the postseason. They've been a wild card first round exit every year. Now, for this team, like I said, the hitting is not the problem. It's not the problem. For their hitting so far, I mean, Nelson Cruz has been very good, 10 home runs, 25 RBIs, and a 274 batting average. You've also got, Josh Donaldson's not been particularly great. I could see him being a player that they do look to trade at the deadline. If I was saying what they should do at the trade deadline, I think they could possibly get some suitors at the deadline. And I think they definitely should look to get off that contract. That contract's a big contract, and he just hasn't really lived up to that potential with all the injuries that he's had. I think they should probably look to trade Josh Donaldson. I don't know a team that really would love to take on that contract, but I know some teams that might want to, aka the Mets, the Braves with the new Marcell Ozuna money that they have, could possibly be some suitors. Mitch Garver has been very good this year. They'll miss him in the lineup. Jorge Polanco's not been particularly great. Nobody in the lineup's been particularly great either, honestly, besides Byron Buxton, who was the AL MVP favorite before he went down with injuries. Now, let's go ahead and move to the pitching. The pitching's been horrendous. It's been horrible. Michael Pineda has actually been solid with a 3-3 record with a 3.40 ERA and 9 starts and 47 innings pitched and 39 hits and 20 runs and 18 earned and 48 strikeouts. He's been pretty solid. And Jay Happ, he's not been good either. He's been horrible this year. 3-2 with a 5.24 ERA. Kenta Maeda was not good. 2-2 with a 5.27 ERA. He was not good before being placed on the IL. Hansel Robles has been pretty solid for this team, actually. Their bullpen, some of their bullpen players have been good, a.k.a. Hansel Robles and Taylor Rogers. But Alex Colomé has been terrible this year, 2-4 with a 4.50 ERA. Definitely overpaid for his 2020 season. Matt Shoemaker's been horrible too, 2-6 with a 5.90 ERA in the rotation. Jose Barrios, like I said, he's 5-2 with a 3.36 ERA. He's starting to get it together a little bit, but still. So what do I think the Twins should do at the 2021 Major League Baseball trade deadline? I think it's kind of just keep all these assets here. I think that they do need to look for a Josh Donaldson trade. I think that that's something that they need to do at the deadline. I think you can explore Jose Barrios trades, but I don't know if you trade him at the deadline because I don't know what you're going to get back for him. And he still does have some potential to be that he possibly could live up to at only 27 years old right now. Some other players that I look at and I'm just like, if any team would take them, then please. Jay Happ's one. He's 38 years old. All he's doing is regressing right now. He's been horrible. They have just, in the lineup, I think that you probably just need to keep all the pieces together. I think you could look for an upgrade at the shortstop. I know a lot of people are a fan of Andrelton Simmons. I think a lot of people overrate Andrelton Simmons, though, because of its defense, because he has no offense, though. Nelson Cruz, I don't think you look to explore a trade for Nelson Cruz at the deadline. Now, Nelson Cruz, if I'm not mistaken, is only on a 1-year contract, so that is, yeah, he's on a 1-year, $13 million contract. That's interesting. It depends what value you could get back for Nelson Cruz. I could see a team like the A's trading for him. Only $13 million fits the payroll. I could see a team like the A's possibly doing that trade. And I don't think they trade Nelson Cruz at the deadline. But I don't think they need to be big buyers either. That's the thing. I think it's just kind of a do-nothing trade deadline. It's not make your team significantly worse. But it's also, you've got to look at the injuries of this team. Like I said, a lot of players are injured. Byron Buxton, Max Kepler. They've got a lot of players injured in their lineup. Luis Urias. They've got some players injured in their lineup. And that's a big, big thing for the Twins right now. I think you do need to explore Josh Donaldson trades. Miguel Sano, I don't really know if he's the first baseman. He just never hits for a high average. He has power, but still, I don't know. But the thing is, their hitting's not been good this year, besides a couple players, including Byron Buxton when he's healthy. But their hitting, like I said, not been very good. Andrelton Simmons, I don't know what you do with him. Probably just keep him, honestly. Jorge Polanco, I don't know if he's the answer at second base, honestly. I think that this Minnesota Twins team does have a lot of questions, honestly. Alex Kiriloff has been okay. It was one of their top prospects, 250 batting average, 4 home runs, and 17 RBIs. Trevor Larnach has not been that great, 237 batting average, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. He's not been particularly great. I just kind of think you do nothing. I don't know if this is – I think this might be the season of just kind of tank for a top pick. And then next year you kind of look to do something, because the 2022 MLB free agents do have some pretty good players. Now, I don't know, not anybody is really intrigued by going to the Twins, but it is a fairly exciting young team. I still don't believe in the Twins in the postseason, which is the main problem here. I think I picked them to go to the World Series in 2020. That was stupid looking, because honestly, that team is just not going to make it past the first round. I literally have no confidence in their team in the playoffs. They are kind of one of those teams that always choke in the playoffs, and that's my problem with the Twins. And that's why I just kind of think, what's even the point of adding like a big name, because it seems like you're just going to be a first round exit every year going off past history. Now you've got to look at some of the free agents in the 2022 offseason, because I really think that's where they actually start doing something. The player that I look at that I think could possibly go to Minnesota, it would be in division, though, is Danny Duffy. Danny Duffy is in for a big payday this offseason, and I think he could definitely be an interesting candidate there. If they really want to make a big splash, they could go out and sign Noah Syndergaard. I don't know how much he would particularly cost, considering he is coming off injuries. I'm not exactly sure on that one. This is very interesting here. Charlie Morton's not somebody that they go after, even though he's a veteran with experience in playoffs. He's 38 years old, and I just don't think it's not that great of a move. Max Scherzer, I know a lot of people would advocate for them to go for Max Scherzer, but why would Max Scherzer want to sign with the Twins? That would kind of make no sense to me. The player that I look at that they could possibly target, who is a bit older, is Justin Verlander. I think he might not get as much money as they expect, and Justin Verlander in that rotation, if he's still the same self, could be good. Another player that I look at is John Gray here. I think John Gray would be the perfect fit for this team. Along with Steven Matz, I think both of those would be good fits. John Gray has to be better away from Coors Field, and he's good at Coors Field anyways. So I think it's just kind of stay the same at the deadline, kind of be patient. The starting pitching's got to be better for them to compete. The relief pitching's got to be better for them to compete. And Alex Colomé, I think you let him have another year. I think he is on a 2-year contract, if I'm not mistaken. Give me 1 second. Alex Colomé, 1 year. He only is on a 1-year contract. Way he's playing, let him walk. He's just not playing that well. The pitching's got to be better. I do believe in their hitting with this team. They just have a lot of injuries. And I don't think that they're going to compete this season. I think that they're one of those teams that you can look at and kind of say they're done this season. Like you can make cases for why they're not done, but I think you might need to get a taste of reality. And not many teams are going to be like the 2019 Washington Nationals. That just doesn't happen very often. And I think that we need to get with the point that the Twins are just not the team that we were expecting this year. And I think that they just need to stay the same and kind of just realize this is not the year. I don't see them making a Nationals comeback either. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications because like I said, 88% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. So get your life together, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications, and leave a like. Thank you for watching, and peace.